Homeland Security police moved in early this morning to push protesters away from the front of the federal detention office in Southwest Portland.
7 people were arrested as federal officers cleared the entrance and the driveway specifically to that building, which campers have blocked since a week ago Sunday. Our Lisa Balick has been down there as the confrontation between protesters and police continues. What's the latest at this hour, Lisa?
Well, protesters say you may have swept them off the front porch, but they are not going anywhere. Take a look here. They are still standing their ground. Federal police still have the Southwest Bancroft closed off ever since the sweep of campers at dawn this morning. Now, about 5:30 this morning, federal officers moved in to start removing tents, furniture, and other items from the front entrance of the ICE building and the driveway into the detainee holding facility. Protesters tell me they were given the option to leave before officers started making arrests of those who stayed, blocking the facility. Again, we know of at least 9 people arrested as the federal government moved to reopen the building shut down for more than a week due to security concerns.
Several warnings to this. It's time to move off. It's time to move off of federal property so that we can clear the facility doors and entrances. After that, we pushed down. As we were pushing down, we cleared out all the debris and stuff that had been accumulated in front of the building and around on the sidewalks.
The camp is standing. We are here. We are not going anywhere. The police have arrested 9 people so far. We don't know if they intend to arrest more. Police officers also came into camp.
Now, besides a human barricade of officers in the street out front of ICE for most of the day, there's also a police line that has been blocking the sidewalk out front along Macadam. Officers are also removing signs and graffiti from the building, but not removing the tents or people from the camp. Now you're looking at a live view from Chopper 6. Federal agents tell us it will not likely be until next week when they will resume any kind of normal operations at the facility. We are waiting to see whether there's fencing or other barriers that will go up alongside the ICE facility to try and protect the property, but Occupy ICE Portland says it will stay, and the federal officers say they are definitely going to be here as well. We're seeing most of the confrontation right now. The officers have moved onto the plaza area, the entrance in front of ICE, and that is where the protesters are face to face with them, again trying to engage them, but right now those officers are still standing there, and we're told they're not leaving, and protesters say we're not either. Live in Southwest Portland, Lisa Balick, KOIN 6 News.
Could be a tense afternoon here, and while federal officers secured the ICE facility, the commuters and people who live around there had a real tough time getting through that area.
Jennifer Dowling covering that side of the story. She continues our team coverage now. Jennifer?
Good afternoon. Yes, there's a lot of confusion here at the corner of Bancroft. That's because people who are driving through here, they come around this corner and then they don't know what to do because they're running into this roadblock that wasn't here before. So what they're doing is taking a right here on Southwest Moody. This is the wrong way. We've already seen about 3 near collisions here throughout the morning and afternoon because drivers are just confused out here. So while this traffic snafu goes on this afternoon, neighbors in Gray's Landing right next door say the protest has also been very loud at times with sirens and bagpipes blaring over the weekend and overnight as well as this federal raid was going on. But many neighbors say they don't mind this protest as long as it's respectful.
Today is probably the most commotion, police, arresting people and news and all that stuff, so everybody's kind of stirred up. But for the last few days, it's kind of been just everybody going about their business.
People have a right to protest. If they're on other people's property, then I don't think they should be allowed to do that.
I emailed the mayor's office asking if the city would be clearing Southwest Moody Street, those tents out of there that are on part of the street, but no response today. Mayor Ted Wheeler and the police bureau issued a statement a few days ago basically saying this is a federal issue, not something for local police to deal with. I also emailed the mayor and Portland police to find out if they might be doing some traffic enforcement around here just to try to alleviate some of the congestion at this corner because, as I said, drivers are simply confused. The Portland Police Bureau issued a very brief statement back to me saying they have stopped doing traffic enforcement here many days ago and they referred me to Federal Protective Services, which is basically the federal police. I also tried to give them an email to see if they'd be helping out here, but no word back as of news time tonight. Back to you.
Jennifer.